Hi guys and welcome to Horologique. The 11 of the 11 sale on AliExpress is starting much earlier than usual this year, actually on the 1st of November, and it's going to last until the 12th. So you've got a longer time to pick up your favorite timepieces. And actually today I'm going to be talking to you about 10 of the best deals that you can find on AliExpress, ranging from around $60 to around just under $300. But before all that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking on the big button below, and I will be leaving also links for all of these watches on the description below, so make sure to click on those if these watches interest you. If you click on one of my links, it doesn't cost you any more, but it does help support the channel, so thank you very much if you do. We've got a lot to cover, so without further ado, let's go to the first watch. And please remember that we will be going from the lowest price to the highest priced watch. For those who know the channel, you know that I hold the first of these watches in high regard. It's a Pagani design, it's the Pagani design 1644, a homage to a very well-known and very desired watch from a luxury Swiss brand. It is a Panda chronograph housing the Seiko VK67 Mecha Quartz movement. Mecha Quartz means that the module telling the time is quartz and the module for the chronograph is mechanical, so that gives you a very nice sweep of the chronograph. The dimensions for this one are 40 millimeters in diameter, just 11.5 millimeters in height, thanks to that Mecha Quartz movement, and 47.8 millimeters in lug to lug. The lug width is 20 millimeters, so a very balanced set of proportions in here. A sapphire crystal, a bracelet with full end links, a milled glass, screwed links. Everything on paper is wonderful with this watch, and even when you feel the watch, it is very, very high quality for the price. And what price is that? During the sale, it's going to be discounted at $69, which is pretty amazing for what you're getting. What are the negatives for this watch? Of course, it's a homage. And of course, the lume, as usual with Pagani designs, the lume is not the greatest. But given the price and given the overall quality and specs that you get, this is one of the most amazing deals on AliExpress, guys. I've been saying that for many years now. Second on the list, and this is a whole new watch for me, this is a Berny, and the reference is the AM138M. And this is also a homage. I was unsure at first, but then I realized it's a homage of a Swiss brand as well, but one that is most known for having their watches on Swiss train stations than for wristwatches. The dimensions of the watch are 40 millimeters by 11.5 by 47.7 in lug to lug by 22 in lug width. Well, so the looks of this one are going to be pretty divisive, but it does have an impressive set of specs. It does have sapphire crystal, it does have a Miura 8215, but new generation, so it does hack and hand wind, and most impressively, you've got a fully loomed dial, so that is really, really nice. What is also very nice is the price at just $76 during the sale. For the negative sides, well, design-wise, you have to be okay with these kind of designs. The second hand is kind of short, but that is also in the original. They could have improved it though by making it a bit longer. You also have the lugs that are kind of straight, and even if you look at it, even a bit protruding a bit to the outside, which is a design trait that is there also in the original, and which some might like, some others might not. Just be aware of that before you commit to buying this watch. At number 3, there's one of the best sellers on AliExpress, and it's of course the Addiesdive Sea Hunter. And this is another weird homage. On previous lists, I have talked to you about the Steel Dive version. Today I talked to you about the Addiesdive because it is the same company. The quality on the watches are the same, only that Addiesdive is quite less expensive. Let's begin by the dimensions of the watch. You've got a 43.8 millimeters in diameter, a 13.8 millimeters in thickness, a 46.8 millimeters in lug to lug, and a 20 millimeters in lug width. You've got that very classic turtle shape, very characteristic of the Willard. You've got a 200 meter water resistance. You've got a sapphire crystal and a Seiko NH35 beating in there. You've got pretty impressive lume. You've got C3 and BGW9. You've got a fully lumed bezel insert, and all that for only $76 during the sale. So the pros we've talked about, the cons. You've got a pressed clasp and you've got the bicolor lume, which some might not like. This is really a bestseller, which shows that this watch is really impressive value and quality. At number 4, we've got a new entry as well. We've got a dress watch, a Pierre Paulin. Let's just call it the sector dial, the salmon sector dial. And this watch is actually very beautiful. This is a new release by Pierre Paulin, which is actually Mercure, the same company. The dimensions of the watch are 38.5 millimeters in diameter, 12.5 millimeters in height, 46.6 millimeters in lug to lug, and 20 millimeters in lug width. A very impressive, very beautiful little watch with that amazing sector dial, those blue skeletonized hands. You've got a small seconds hand at 6, numerals at 9, 12, 3, and a cutout numeral at 6. The case is fully brushed. The movement, however, is an unknown. I would have thought that it was some kind of seagull. You also have a very highly domed mineral crystal, which is okay because it goes with the aesthetic of the watch. At $95 during the sale, it's not as good value as the ones before, but at least to the best of my knowledge, the design is fully original. It is beautiful looking with that amazing salmon dial. On the flip side, you only have a mineral crystal and the movement is an unknown, so be aware of that if you buy this watch. The 5th watch of this entry would deserve a video on itself. The Pagani design GMT with the Seiko NH34 movement. I reviewed this watch, but the version with the Pearl GMT movement, which was, well, not that good, let's be honest. But the one with the Seiko, I am really eager to review it. I have not received it yet, but a Pagani design with all those nice specs, with an amazing Seiko GMT movement, and wait until you hear about the price. During the sale it will be $124. That is absolutely amazing. The cheapest watches housing this movement are around, $300, $350. So this one coming at less than half that, it's a pretty amazing feat. As I said, I reviewed this one before. I compared it to an actual Rolex GMT Master 2. And of course, even though the watch lost in all of the contests, well, it was not ridiculous in there. So if you have not seen that video, go ahead and check it. The plus for this watch are, of course, the amazing specs for the price. Of course, as usual with Pagani design, sapphire, that amazing Seiko movement in there, fully milled clasp, solid links, solid den links, screw pins, well, everything in there. The minuses are that you have a homage, of course, so again, you have to be okay with that. And the doom of Pagani design is the lume, and I am eager to see if they have improved the lume in here. I hope they have. Now we will talk about the Proxima PX1683, and this is a homage to a very well-known diver from Seiko, which I shall not mention. Let it be said that it's a very, very chunky diver, monoblock case, and this one is monoblock as well, which is an impressive feat. I have overlooked Proxima for much too long. They do offer impressive specs at pretty contained prices, and the fact that we're using a monoblock case in here is pretty impressive. You've got a 44 millimeters in diameter, 15.7 in height, 49.7 in lug to lug, with a 53.7 in end-link to end-link, and an impressive weight of 222 grams on the bracelet. You've got the option to have a full ceramic bezel insert, either that or a stainless steel. It's a choice that I made. I also picked the version with the blue dial, and the dial is not just plain, it does have some horizontal stripes. And of course you've got an amazing lume, an amazing C3 superluminova lume in there. But the quality you're getting is pretty impressive. The brushing and polishing surfaces are very well defined. The heft and solidity of the watch speak of its quality. The only thing that I do not like is the fact that you've got pins and not screws to hold the links of the bracelet together, but that doesn't matter too much as you'll be sizing them just once or not really often. You also only have 3 pins of micro adjustment on the clasp. I would have preferred 4 or even more if possible. But anyway, a very solid choice. $174 on the rubber strap, only $184 on this metallic bracelet. So a very good choice for that price, with an NH35 movement as well. You also have a PT5000 version, but that drives the price up to $220. I would opt for the NH35 version. The 7th watch in this list is the Saint Martin Vintage Diver. I have talked about this watch many times before. If you watch the channel, you know about that. I will announce soon when I will be giving away this watch. It was the watch that I would give away for the 9,000 subscribers. What can I say about this beautiful watch? NH35 movement. It is a homage of a very famous watch, but from the 1960s. It has not been made for decades. So for me, if a watch falls in that category, you can homage without feeling too bad about it. It's a watch that only a handful of people can buy, and that costs up to 100,000 euros and even more sometimes. So for this one precisely, you get the great quality that Saint Martin is known for, and that is unsurpassed on AliExpress watches. The dimensions are wonderful. You just have a 38mm in diameter, and this watch is only $178 during the sale. So if you do not want to wait for me to announce the winner, or if you do not win, you always can pick this one up during the sale. Number 8 in the selection, we've got the Saint Martin 62 Mass Homage. There are 2 versions of this watch. There's a 41mm and there's a 37mm. The 37mm would be my choice, but it's a bit expensive. I will be leaving you the link for both of them, but the 41 is less expensive as it comes with the NH35. I have reviewed this one, of course. The quality is amazing. If you like the original, you will love this one. The lume is amazing as well, really amazing. And the charcoal dial of this one is pretty impressive. You will really love that iridescent charcoal dial in there. I really did like it very much. On the rubber strap, it's $187, and on the bracelet, it's $203. At that price, I can really recommend it. At number 9, I do really want to give you some original stuff on this sale, and these are as original as it gets. The Omnion OM16, and this watch, although the case has some elements of a very well-known Japanese brand, well, all the rest is unlike anything you have seen before. Instead of a dial, you've got a piece of translucent glass, blue in this case. I don't remember what the other color is, but I do have the blue version. You can see the skeletonized date wheel. Pretty impressive watch. You have even lume on this watch, on the markers and on the hands. It is not that impressive lume, but all the rest is wonderful. Just so you know, Omnion is the same company as Proxima, and the dimensions of this watch are 41.6mm in diameter, 12.8mm in height, 49.7 in log-to-log. This version comes with a canvas strap. I believe it does come on a metallic bracelet as well, but I do not have that version. I just have the one with the canvas strap. You've got 200 meters of water resistance. The whole case is polished, but for a re-hot running for the whole sides of the watch, that is brushed. This one houses the PT5000 movement, and it's one of the cheapest watches to house this movement during the sale, as it will be sold for $203 on the canvas strap. There's a Sleeta 200 version, but that one costs $361. Yeah, just stick with the PT5000 really. And the final watch of this selection is the Saint Martin. Let's call it the Exploring Saint Martin. And this watch comes in many flavors. I have spoken about this watch in length. It does come in two sizes, 37 and 39. I have again reviewed both. I have reviewed both colors. I've reviewed black and I have reviewed baby blue. Again, with the amazing specs that you get on Saint Martin, with the amazing, very highly domed sapphire crystal, an amazing lume on all of these watches, amazing build quality, well, everything that you get from a Saint Martin and that you can expect from them. And the price for this one is $270 during the sale, and that is for the 37mm version, which comes with a PT5000. The 39mm housing the NH35 will be at $225. So really an amazing deal. That's been it for the video, guys. Thank you again very much. I hope it was useful. I hope you found what you're looking for. Don't forget to go check the reviews I have made on most of these watches, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Goodbye.